man, do I have something to share with you guys. Let's do it from Vegas. All right, so we are in Vegas. Last week we were in Chicago. That was work. This week we're in Vegas. This is play. Even though I don't gamble and I don't particularly care for Vegas. But we haven't been here in 7 or 8 years. My wife had some work stuff going on here, so I came up and met her for a couple of days. No kids, just us, so we're excited about that. So, but that's not what this video is about. As you saw in the title, I just thought it would be fun to tell my story as we walk through Vegas and show you the sights of our trip and all that kind of stuff, kind of like what I did in the Chicago one. But anyways, how I lost 100 pounds in a year. And it's not really magic, but we'll get into that here in just a second. I wanted to start the video off just by saying I was really reluctant to ever kind of talk about this. If you've been following the channel very long, you've seen where I've done some videos of just kind of working out and stuff like that, and I've kind of briefly touched on, trying to be healthy and weight loss and all that kind of stuff, but I've never really talked about it. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about it under some pressure from friends and a workout partner and stuff like that, saying, you need to make a video about it. You could inspire others. You need to get over yourself and just do it. And the reason why I say get over yourself is because it feels like a little bit of vanity. It feels like I'm being a little vain, a little bit of look at me, look at me, look at me, by making a video about this subject. I've kept it pretty private, but it's by no means out of an embarrassment or anything like that. It's just been a private matter. So I just wanted to say that this is meant to not pat myself on the back or get anybody to tell me great job. This is solely to just kind of tell my story, and if it inspires somebody else to lose 100 pounds in a year or 4 months or whatever your time frame is to lose any weight at all, then it's worth it. So let's get to my talking points in a different location. By the way, I'm having to walk around and kill time while my wife shops for our daughters and for herself. And I cannot stand to be in these stores that she's going into. There's one store she's in that has a freaking DJ playing the whole time. So I'm walking around carrying bags, and I'm carrying my wife's purse, and it happens to weigh about 97 pounds. And so I'm doing curls with her purse. And I don't know if you can see behind me or not, but that's ice cream, that's gelato, and I'm fixing to dominate it. Gardens in Vegas. Found a pond, a watershed, how they irrigate everything here in Vegas, I guess. Right? something messed up with those sprinklers. So you can see the green over there. It's about 600 yards away. I've got a pitching wedge. It should be enough. Nope, not good, not good. Sit down. Nope, that's off the rocks. Let's go. Come on, babe. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so everybody has a reason why, right? Everybody's got that final thing that just kind of pushes them over the edge to change their life. And I guess if you ask me mine, it would just be that I would have a collection of things. I guess the first one would probably be my family, my kids, and my wife. My wife has never once pressured me to lose weight, nothing like that. She just kind of let me do my own thing, probably good and bad. But my kids, just not being able to do anything they wanted to do at any time bothered me. Go on rides at amusement parks, even though I hate that, and I probably still won't do that. That's an Amber job. Horseback riding. Some other examples: just running in the yard, playing sports with them, doing anything like that. Not that I couldn't do that stuff. it was just clearly a challenge. And then there's the whole, you know, being there for my daughters when they get married. Even though I've told them both that's never happening. I'll try to get that on camera someday because it's funny to hear their response. And just all those life events, getting my life cut short or stolen because I like hamburgers and donuts, when it comes to my kids, just wasn't going to cut it. So I decided to make a change. Health, clearly I had a checkup right before I ever started this whole thing, and I was kind of hoping they'd tell me something that would kick me in the butt, but honestly they didn't. My blood pressure was great. My cholesterol was just a little bit above average. All my blood work was great. The only thing was my testosterone was a little low. I think quite a bit low, but I haven't had it checked since that time, so who knows now. And then, you know, diabetes and all that kind of heart disease, all that stuff is always a concern. Work, my feet. It got to the time where my feet at the end of the day would just absolutely kill me. I had plantar fasciitis in both feet, but I got rid of that with all the working out and just weight loss. I've had knee problems playing football in school. Didn't want that to start to become an issue with work. Just physically being able to do the things that I not only need to do, but want to do in my career was something that was important to me, important enough to motivate me to make a change. Lifestyle, I would just kind of revert that back to some of the comments that I've already made with just the ability to play in my men's league softball that we've played for the last 15 years. I got to where 2 days after just playing men's league softball was just absolutely killed me. My feet, all of it. So then lifestyle, you've got, you know, horseback riding, you've got playing golf, you've got all the things that I love to do outdoors, all of that being cut short by hamburgers and donuts. And then I guess the last topic I would say would be homesteading. And what I just mean by that is we're getting ready to all move out onto this piece of property. My parents are turning 60 this year, and my grandparents are like 83, and then there's me. And so the last thing I want to do is move out onto this piece of property and not be able to pull my own weight, which is a lot. So I just, you know, with everyday tasks, the last thing I want to do is hand the shovel to my dad, or better yet, my grandpa, because I need to rest, because I like hamburgers and donuts. So those are the few reasons why. I guess I could probably come up with a whole lot more, but I need to get back to running. So I'll come back to you in a minute with kind of what I do on a daily basis to keep going. so what I do to, or what I've done to lose the 100 pounds. Wouldn't it be funny if somebody photobombs in the back of this thing as I'm walking? So there's the obvious, there's diet. Let me get past this fountain. There's diet. And to say I've been on like this hardcore, strict diet that is pre-planned and pre-written out just wouldn't be true at this point. I probably started more aggressive with keto in the beginning. I will say, as I've probably since, let's see here, I started this May 14th, and I literally hit my goal on Mother's Day this year. So it was I relaxed keto, and I put since probably the beginning of the year. Sorry, my OCD is going nuts here in this town. Since the first of the year, the diet has gone from like a pretty strict keto to I give myself a cheat day every Friday, and we go to dinner or whatever, and I eat whatever I want. Other than that, it's pretty much just no carbs. I completely cut out sugars, starches. I try to eat as much chicken or beef as I can, or turkey really, and try to mix as many green vegetables, or really just vegetables period, with that as possible, even though it's pretty tough. And so no pop. I try not to have pop. I will say, like, Crystal Lights are my go-to. Crystal Light strawberry with energy is just my go-to, and coffee. Okay, so there's diet. If you have more questions about that, just comment. I'll answer anything you guys ask. Working out. Working out is something that I have taken pretty serious. I've got a workout partner, and that is crucial. I'll touch on that in a little bit. But I work out 6 to 7 days a week. I cardio and weight train throughout the week. If I take a day off, it'll be Saturday. And then Sunday, I run anywhere from 3 to 4 miles, depending on how I'm feeling. And what that works out, cardio and working out during the week looks like, I go to the gym 2 to 3 days a week, and I go to the football field and track the other 2 to 3 days a week. And in the gym, we weight train to try to hit every body part, and we'll still walk for 45 minutes on the days we weight train on the treadmill at an incline at a pretty good pace. And then on the days that we go to the track, it's bleacher work, it's field work, calisthenics, track work, running miles for time, that kind of stuff. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. But when you're at the point where I'm at, when I've been doing it for a year, you begin to start running on vacation, which is something I never thought I would do. But in the last year, I ran Central Park. I ran in Chicago. I've now run the Vegas Strip from one end to the other. It's just something that you don't feel like your day has been accomplished if you miss out on. What else? What else do I do? Staying active. Active is a big one. Idle time for fat burning is no bueno. So I hate it when I have days when I'm at the office,
because I'm sitting in a chair at my computer doing nothing. I will say that doing YouTube has helped, because on the weekends or evenings I'm thinking about going to make a video, and in order to make a video you got to do something people want to see. So that makes you get your butt up out of the lazy boy or off the couch and go do something. So YouTube has helped staying active, playing with the girls, trying not to have the TV on, all that stuff is crucial for weight loss. But then there is rest, and rest is important. I will say I struggled to meet the goal in the last couple of weeks. I really had to work pretty hard, diet and exercise and activity level. So I tried to stay active as much as possible, but I tried to get as much sleep as possible too. And I'll tell you, I could go to bed 2 to 3 pounds heavier than when I woke up. And some of you may be like, what are you talking about? But I swear it's true. Your body helps burn fat and lose weight while you're sleeping. So rest is important. Well, I think that's about everything I can say that I do. Sorry, I'm still out of breath. I'm up and downstairs and just got done running, as you can see. So I'm gonna jump back with you on lessons I've learned over the last year. So what have I learned from this whole experience? Or things to leave you with from this whole experience? I would say that it's 100%, maybe not 100%, 95% of weight loss is right here. It's what's between your ears. And I'll say that includes willpower, self-control, all of those things that give you the ability to say no. So for willpower and self-control, you have to have the ability to say no. You have to have the ability to say, I'm not going to eat that today, or I'm not going to drink that today, or I'm not going to go out tonight and have a beer after work, or any of that. You have to have the willpower and the self-control to say no now, so that you can say yes to those things later on, after you've reached your goals or whatever. But it's 100% about a lifestyle change, and it's 100% about, okay, I'll go back to the 95% because there is some physical factor into it too, but it's really not much of one. It is all between your ears. Now I'll go back to accountability. We briefly touched on it earlier. I think accountability is absolutely huge. I have had an accountability person in this who's also my workout partner, but he, constantly asks me every single week what my weight loss was, asks me what I've eaten, if I've done good or bad. I get up every day and go work out at 5:30 in the morning. I can tell you this honestly, without him there, I don't do that. Without that accountability to get my butt out of bed to go work out, to know that I have to meet him there, and if I'm not there, he's going to be ticked off and by himself and all that kind of stuff, is absolutely huge. But at the same time, accountability is big, having somebody there with you, but they can't do it for you. So I would say for probably 5 months, I started working out 5 months before I decided to change my diet a year ago. And this 5 months is not included in it. And I was just had that accountability partner, and that's it. Where I would just show up to the gym, we would lift. We wouldn't even do cardio because I would throw a fit, and we would just lift and go on home. And I did that for probably 4 to 5 months and didn't hardly lose a pound, if anything, because I was still eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted it, drinking whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted it. To finish that point, no one can do it but yourself. There he goes again. No one can lose the weight for you. There is no shortcut. There is no magic pill. There is no easy way out. It's just going to come down to you putting your head down and going to work, is all I can say. It's you have to have the willpower, the self-control, the accountability, and nobody can do it but you. And the sooner you realize that you just need to put your head down and get to work and get after it, the sooner your life starts. So let's talk about goals and the overall big picture, your target. When I say overall big picture and your target, I mean, that would be like whenever I started a year ago, that would be like me saying, you know what, I'm tired of being fat. I would love to maybe not ever be skinny, because I don't know that that's ever a dream of mine, but I would like to not be fat. Well, when you're 130 to 150 pounds away from that, you kind of, to just sit there and think about that is absolutely daunting. And so that's why I say, let's talk about small goals too. So the small goals would be your weekly goals. Starting out, they need to be your half-day goals, your daily goals. I think I had the philosophy of 1 day at a time, 1 meal at a time, 1 workout at a time, 1 minute at a time. You kind of have to live in the moment when it comes to relating to your lifestyle change, because otherwise you'll just get too bogged down with the big picture and just tell yourself that, you know, it's too much, I can't do it, why even try, pass me the burgers and donuts. So literally just wake up early and get a workout in. If that's not up to you, wake up early and make a good healthy breakfast and complete a task. Do something that gets your day started off right, and do it tomorrow. And then just try to do it the next day. And then try to do it the next day. And eventually your day won't feel complete without doing those things. So that's kind of how I took the approach. Now my day's not complete if I don't go work out. Now I feel like crap if I eat like crap. On this Vegas trip, we've eaten like crap, and I needed this run today, so that was a good thing. So 1 day at a time, 1 task at a time, 1 meal at a time, 1 minute at a time, and the next thing you know, you'll wake up one day and it's been a year, 4 months, 5 months, 8 months, whatever that day be, and you've lost 100 pounds. And it may seem like forever while you're doing it, but it's literally just a blink of an eye, and it'll fall off if you do those things. If you tell yourself no and make yourself say yes, if you have the willpower and self-control, if you work out, if you eat right, if you rest, you will lose weight. It's impossible unless you have some crazy medical issue, it is unavoidable to do those things and not lose weight. It's all on you. It is for sure, 100% without a doubt, going to be uncomfortable, and you are going to hate it for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But eventually, you've got to learn to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that'll come, I promise. But it's a tough road, and if it wasn't a tough road, everybody would be skinny. So I'm almost back to the hotel room now. Let me see, I've done almost 5 miles this morning. Of course, I've been talking for about a mile of it, but I just wanted to say in closing that I really hope that this is taken the right way. I'm by no means an expert. I'm telling you about my experience, what worked for me, what I think will work for you. And I hope you take it in that context and not as being a know-it-all or anything like that, because look at me, I'm definitely not a know-it-all. I still have a ways to go. I could easily stand to lose 30 more pounds at least before I would even call myself comfortable, or comfortable in my own skin at least. And that may not even be enough. I don't know. I don't really have a target weight. I'm just going to keep going until I look the way I want to look. And even then, I don't know that it gets to stop, because I have a horrible metabolism, and this is, like I said earlier, a lifestyle. You know, eat right through the week, eat what you want on the weekends, work out every day. It's not that much to ask for. It's really not. So we're back to the hotel. That's been my message. I'll go ahead and share with you now, since I kind of chose this video to ever divulge really too much information, but I've set my new target. I need to lose 25 pounds, 30 pounds by August 12th, which is my wedding anniversary. And if I do that, it puts me at the weight that Amber and I got married at in 2006. So, wish me luck on that one. And as I said before, hang on a second. Let me get you out of the sun. That means I have to run more. This sucks. Okay. As I said before, if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, just leave them below. I'll try to answer anything that I possibly can. And if you don't feel like commenting there, if you're embarrassed or want to send me something private, get on my Instagram at Blackberry Ridge OK and send me a message there, and I'll answer it on Instagram, where it's private and nobody else has to see it. So I guess that's it for me. I got to go get Amber some coffee and me some coffee. I've had no energy. That's another thing. I have done this all without supplements, without chemicals, without anything that would change my body at all, unless it's natural. So, and by natural, I mean black coffee. So until next time, long video. Tried to make it exciting with Vegas, even though Amber and I personally hate Vegas and nothing is really too exciting about it, and this vacation was a mistake. But anyways, until next time, we'll see you up on the ridge.